Hey, guys, it's Friday. It's Friday. I haven't sung that song in a long time. Welcome to
2019. Can we
Happy
get a
Hour with CampSquads, everyone. Yes, 2020 Camp
let's get a
Squads.
2020 song.
You said what?
Get a 2020 song.
That's going to always be my song when we come on a Friday. Yes. Anywho, welcome to our Friday night check-in. Basically, it is where 30 Mommy and we get together and we talk about what happened during the week. We update you on some things that we've been doing, and we check in with you while you check in with us. So come along, grab your favorite drink. I'm drinking tea because I feel a cold coming on and I can't afford to have a cold.
I'm drinking water.
And let's get to chatting. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Tamika. I am the mouth at IG at Tamika Talks, and I'm the thought leader at LifeinPumps, where I'm based in the Philadelphia area.
And I am Cherie of 30 Mommy, based in New York City, wife of one, mother of three.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So this week, let me try. I'm just trying to think of what I've been up to. If you follow me on Instagram, which I hope you do, or even if you are a reader of my blog, you would see that I posted just an update to an interview that I had this week with Terry Crews.
The guy. I know who that is.
Oh, you do? You know who he is now?
I didn't know his name.
That's horrible.
Big mean guy.
So I've been a fan of his for as long as I can remember. I loved him on Everybody Hates Chris. And some of the other shows that he's on. I actually watched him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I've caught a few episodes of America's Got Talent when I remember that it's on. It was a really great interview. I don't think I realized just how genuine and honest and funny he was. I mean, it was probably one of the best interviews that I've done in a really long time.
He plays the flute. He's a flautist.
He does. Yes. 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 I'm like, I don't know. Does he?
He does.
But he's extremely talented. He's a designer of furniture. Yeah. Like, he has a lot going on. And I just wonder if people even know that he has that much going on, because I know I didn't. So what most people know of him, is Everybody Hates Chris is something that a lot of people have watched, but he's been in a lot of shows. And, he used to be an NFL player.
Yeah.
I knew he played for the Eagles, but I couldn't remember at what point he played. And he talked about it. He explained to us how he played for the Eagles and how it was, at a I don't want to say a bad time in his life, but he was going through some things. Mm-hmm. And being in Philadelphia during that time kind of helped uplift him. They went out into the city because he was here on Christmas at one of like the worst hotels you could be at. And yeah, when he told us, we were all like, ooh. He got with Charlie Mack. So if you're from Philadelphia, or even if you're like in the entertainment world, you know who Charlie Mack is. So Charlie Mack is a Philadelphia native, and he's always been doing things for just the underprivileged in the city. And what happened is he helped. They went out and they started doing all these different charity works and things of that nature, and he just talked about how that really uplifted him. If you know anything about Terry, always talks about his wife. When I tell you he loves that woman, like, you can't, some things you can't fake, and loving somebody is one of them. And he just really talked about their 30-year marriage and what it meant to him, and what he's overcome, because you don't know, he was addicted to porn. And he talked about how when he gave up that addiction, he had to find something else to do. So hence the reason why a designer. He loves Legos. He was just so great. When I tell you, it's one of the interviews that I could have done for hours. Like, we could have sat there and talked for hours if it wasn't for the fact that he was on the schedule and they were like, we need to wrap this up. It was really good. If you get a chance, definitely go check it out. And he's on social media all over everywhere, because he said anything that's new that comes out, he's trying it because he wants to see how it works. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay. I did not interview anybody this week. I've been trying to make it and not go to bed before 9 o'clock, because this work, family, this full-time, everything is rough. So I've been getting like 8-9 hours of sleep a night and still waking up tired. So Yep.
That's okay. That your body's still adjusting, but
It's been like 6 months.
that doesn't mean anything because it's not like you are just going to work and coming home. You're going to work, coming home, and still working. So that's totally different. And your body is not used to that. You got to realize that. So just give it some time. Hopefully by the end of the year, you'll be ready. And then the summer will be here.
2021. So that's about it. I mean, I did go out last week. I went to an event for Go City, the app. I actually used the app in New York, and it was really nice because it gave the one that I chose was 30 days, and you can choose 3 attractions, and it's a great way to get to see your city through another set of eyes because usually in New York you're just like, oh, the tourist. But it was really nice to go to the Spy Museum and go to the Empire State Building, which is something that I hadn't done. And I really want to get to the Statue of Liberty, but it's been cold. So I went to a Go City launch and actually opening up in a couple new cities in the U.S. and worldwide. So
I saw that on the website that they had interesting cities when I checked it out when you told me about it. So yeah, that looks pretty cool.
So definitely that, and then we just came back from Vermont. We went 2 weeks ago. We went with Mom Trends Ski. We stayed at Stratton, and Stratton is really nice. It's a nice little, I don't want to say quaint village because that sounds but it's so everybody's so friendly.
That's good. That's what you want.
It's small. My husband he was loving the people in the snowboard shop. He was like, I need cash to tip everybody. I'm like, all right.
Slow your roll. Slow your roll, big dog. Slow your roll. Slow your roll.
He said they were just so helpful, with like
that's important.
Yeah,
I mean, that's important. And you got to realize, unfortunately, we have not done any winter sports. I'm not happy about that. These kids and their schedule, they just have me all over the place. And we are a one family car. So I thought about that the other day. We are a one family car. So that has totally put restrictions on what we can do and what we will do. I need to go buy a car. I do. I know I need to go buy one. I just don't know what I want. And I feel like because I've been in and out of so many different cars, it's hard for me to decide. But before the spring rolls around, I am going to have to make a decision because it's going to be, the Uber bill is going to be ridiculous if I don't. So wish me luck on that. But yeah, I was just looking at what you guys did and I thought it was great. And I feel like one thing I love is that more families are being exposed to skiing, and then they're seeing that it's not a Caucasian sport. That Black people do ski and actually enjoy it. And something that I was talking to with some friends, and I said, I encourage you to go, take your kids, even if you just go snow tubing. I feel like Vermont is so beautiful that there are so many other things that you can do other than ski. And today I actually was looking at the pictures that we took when we were at Killington, and they, my birthday's coming up. So I saw my sign. I was like, oh my goodness. But we had a really great time. And so, like I said, I just encourage people to step outside the box. And so what prompted me to really talk about it was, I was watching Mixish. You guys know I DVR everything. I'm a TV junkie. And on Mixish, not this episode that just aired, but the previous episode, they were talking about literally like breaking the stereotypes in these sports. So Bo, who is supposed to be Tracy Ellis Ross, she was invited to join the track team by the Black girls. And so initially she was all excited. She was joining. Then she's like, what's track? Then they explained it to her. She's like, okay. And then as she goes around, she realizes that, oh, it's only the Black girls on the track team. And why isn't anybody else on the track team? And so then she realizes, well, there are no Black girls on the swim team. So her goal was, well, I'm going to break out and do the swim team just to break the stereotype. So I was telling somebody, I was like, those are the type of things that we want our children to do. We want them to try it. Whether they like it is something different. But I love that was one of the topics of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good. And I mean, so I'm holding on very tightly, trying to watch Mixes. I'm really not enjoying it. But that was an episode that I did enjoy. And I was like, great, I can relate to this. My kids play lacrosse. And a lot of times when people see my son, he's 6'3", they're like, he should be playing basketball. I'm like, why can't he be playing lacrosse?
Yeah, right.
Why can't he be playing golf? Like, why should he be playing basketball? Like, stop it. So I just feel like I love it when these shows are really showing how children are breaking the stereotypes. So I think that that's important, and that's one of the reasons why we like skiing.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like Stratton was it was like I said, it was really nice. It was quiet, everything was kind of like right there. It wasn't that cold when we went, which was crazy. I was sweating. I was like, ah. And we all took lessons. So I took a lesson. It was my best lesson ever. Even though I've taken lessons for the past 3 years now, this woman made me feel so comfortable. Kara from Stratton, just she took like about 30 minutes, just like kind of in your skis and kind of just moving around and like doing these like flexes with your feet. And I'm like, why are we doing this? But it built up to like, she's like, and this is how you do this. And this is how this should feel. And if it feels like this, then that's wrong. And you'll do this. So she was kind of like saying, kind of definitely explaining like, when you put your feet like this is what's going to happen. Go like this. And like, so, yeah, she got me really comfortable. I was on the lift, the fun size lift, but it was it was fun. And my husband and my middle son went snowboarding for about 2 hours. It just disappeared.
Wow.
The older one with the other kids, and they were like up on the bigger lifts just hanging out. And but we really did have a great time at Stratton.
That's cool. That's cool. And I think it's great that, your kids are younger and they're enjoying it.
Yeah. And I posted a picture, and this woman was like, I saw you out on the mountain. I was so excited. And I was like, what? So she was there with her little brown girls. And she was like, I saw you on the mountain. I'm so happy that I'm on Instagram. I was like, wow, social media being used for good.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Like, we're usually the only ones, of color. And I'm like, no, we're out here too. So that was really cool to connect.
Good. Is she local to Vermont or?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I started following her, but it was private. So I just had to.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, we got to make sure we keep talking about it, and hopefully before the spring hits, I'll be able to get out. I don't know. What I'm really thinking about doing is just taking a day trip and just going up for the day. Even if I go ski PA around the Pocono area, we'll do it and see what happens. It can't hurt. But did you guys go see Bad Boys? I thought about it. I was like, did I ask if you saw Bad Boys? So if you guys have not seen the movie Bad Boys, you said what?
You said not to see it with my children. That's what you said.
Got it. Okay. Good. We did talk about it then. Okay. Yeah.
And I've heard like people are so excited about it. They're like, you should go see it. I'm like, I don't know when, but
you should. You should. It was a really good movie. Action packed. And just kind of like, like you don't even get a chance to like catch your breath because something is constantly happening. Martin Lawrence played, he played his part. I was a little concerned when I saw him and he was like so overweight. I was like,
oh, that's what I heard.
I was going to play out, but he did it. It was great. It was a great change to what we were used to. So definitely go check it out. I don't want to give you any spoilers on it. Oh, but what I did do here in Philadelphia, we have an exhibit that actually opens tomorrow. No, I think they actually cut the ribbon for it tonight. And it's open to the public tomorrow. It's called Wonder Spaces. So basically what it is it is located in downtown Philadelphia in what we call the Fashion District. But to those of us who are Philadelphia natives and have been here for years, we call it the Gallery. They transform this space and it's like works of art. But it's like interactive works of art. So they have do you remember when we went to the Royal Caribbean thing and we had to do the VR glasses and I was like, I'm not doing that. So they had that. So they have that and it's called the dining table. And it talks about, the significance of it. And it's really cool. What I loved is they had this thing on the wall and it's all these like rolled up pieces of paper, like tubes of paper. And it's called The Last Word. And what it is you can either leave your last word on the thing or you can take someone else's last word and read it and you kind of keep it as your thing. So it's kind of like to connect people. So they had a lot of different like interactive things that were put together by artists, various all over. I believe it is here until, I don't know when it leaves. I should probably find out. I wanted to say that what they were saying is that it's going to be here for an extended period of time. And the game plan was to really like change out the exhibits. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen because I feel like where it is, it's in a space in the fashion district where a lot of creatives go. So they've created some spaces where creatives can go and do podcasting. You can go in a recording studio. They have a lot of different things going on down there. So this is one of the things that they've added to it. And so I feel like just because that space is so creative and it is, I mean, it's a beautiful space that they've created and Philadelphians are loving it. It's they're having lots of activities and events. They got new stores opening. They have like outlet stores and regular stores. So it's a cool kind of place to hang out. So hopefully it will stay there to give people something added because right now Candytopia is on the bottom. And my understanding is Candytopia is about to leave. So I feel like Wonder Spaces will still give people something else to do. So if you're in Philadelphia, definitely get your ticket and go check it out. Yeah, I'm going to post some pictures in my Insta story so you guys can kind of see what's happening there. You said what?
How much is it?
So I feel like for an adult ticket, it was $24 and for a kid ticket, it was $13, but it's timed. And that's the one thing I like is that it's timed because I went to the media preview and, you know, sometimes we kind of we're not nice. Let me say that. You know that there are tons of people in this exhibit. I mean, it had to be, let's say it was 100 of us. So you know that there are 100 people in this exhibit, right? So you can't be at each one taking 2 hours. You can't do that. Like get a picture, have somebody else take a picture of you. I mean, I feel like the spaces are definitely Instagram worthy, like totally a great place to go in and stage up some Instagram pictures, but you got to let other people stage this as well. And so I was really a little annoyed by that. And so when I spoke to somebody from the center, she was like, you know, we'd love for you to come back and really just enjoy it, you know, with your family, you know, without all that, you know, because it's on. So then at that point, it will be a time ticket. So like, I feel like if you get a ticket at 12, I feel like they give the tickets every hour, which is great. So that way I'm not pressed. You know, I don't know how many people are in there at the same time, but I'm like, you know, I feel like people are going to be more respectful. So I was hoping to go back tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go back tomorrow morning because I have a meeting at 9 a.m. Yay me. It is Founders Day for Jack and Jill. So happy Founders Day to anybody out there that is a member of Jack and Jill. So we are having our Delaware Valley Cluster Founders Day celebration tomorrow in Cherry Hill. So I will be at that. And then I have to come back home and take the boy to lacrosse. So I'm not sure that I'll be able to get that in tomorrow. My plan was to go tomorrow, but it doesn't look promising. So we'll see when I can get back down there. So let's talk about our New Year, New You plan that we've been working on. Have you weighed yourself this week?
Yes.
Okay. Did you lose anything? Yes, no?
Yeah, I mean, altogether, I feel like since what's the second?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost 10 pounds.
Okay.
And like I was telling you earlier, you feel it in your clothes. Not necessarily like, oh, you know, I'm like, my jeans are not, oh, look at that. My jeans are kind of slipping on and I'm like, oh, I got some space. And I'm not hungry, but I have like a really, like I'm craving juice right now.
That's so funny. I wanted some earlier.
I had some grapefruit juice. I was like, and I feel like you just have to listen to your body. If your body's like, hey, I need some juice, let me get some juice.
Yes, absolutely.
The other day I had like I was like, I need a bite of this cake. And you know, instead of taking the whole container, I was like, I'm good. I took a little fork. I was like, I just needed a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
For the most part, I feel like I'm feeling better. I'm super tired. But I feel like I just need to add a little bit more iron into my diet again. That is lacking, and I've been really cold.
Yeah, that's a symptom. So definitely you want to check that out. And then make sure you're getting some fiber because I feel like because we're making these changes, some of the nutrients that we need that we've been getting from some of these bad foods, we're not getting now. I started adding a scoop of fiber to my tea in the morning. Just so that I make sure that I get it in and I can get rid of like that bloating feeling sometimes I have when I'm just not eating enough.
I feel like there'd be fiber in the granola, right? I've been adding granola to my plain Greek yogurt.
Oh yeah, so you're probably getting it in there.
I'm doing that. I'm having like an orange, fruit during the day, drinking a lot of water. But yeah, I feel like it just, I do feel like a little better. Not a little better, but my better.
So what time are you starting and ending your fast?
So I just had some juice, but from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Got it. Okay. So that's interesting because mine is kind of the reverse. I really don't break my fast until noon. So I will go noon to roughly about 10 o'clock because generally I don't go to bed till 2 in the morning. And then I'll just stay up. And I find that right when I'm getting toward the end of the fast, I feel like I need to just go and eat or drink something, even if I'm not hungry, which most cases I'm not. And I'm like, oh my God, let me drink something. Let me drink something. So I've been a little bit more diligent in drinking water. And so like today, my son was off and we were home and we were going to go out and do some things. And then we remembered we didn't have a car. I was like, I want a soda. I was like, I want a soda. I did. I was like, I want a soda. Like it was calling me, like, but I didn't have soda here, so it didn't matter. And I wasn't going outside to go get one. I wasn't walking to the store, so it didn't matter. So I drank some water. One thing I am enjoying is the vodka tonic, though. So I bought some botanicals from Kettle One, and that has been a lifesaver. Just when I need a little something to kind of kick it off, I do. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just a little something. And the other thing is, I have some like fake sugar that I got from. So I don't want. It's not stevia.
It's not the monk fruit.
So I do have monk fruit, and then I have another one. I want it to be called carbonata, maybe. It's something that I got at ShiftCon when we were there at one of the events. And I've been going through all my stuff, like really seeing what I have that's good and healthy. And I've been drinking tea. I had run out of the normal tea that I drink, which I feel is a little on the sweeter side. So I don't generally need a sweetener, but I had run out. So I've been using regular tea. So I started putting that in there. And then I found that I had a probiotic that is like a chocolate flavored one. So I started putting that in there. And so, I've been jazzing it up when I need a little something.
You're drinking a thick tea with fiber and probiotics.
No, but it melts. So you don't even, it's like sugar. You don't realize that it's in there. So it's been helpful for me. So you guys know I was totally off the bandwagon last week because I was in DC with my sorority sisters. And I did. Let me say this. I did very good at breakfast, and only because I don't generally eat that early in the morning. But we were all going down to eat, and I was like, okay, let me just go eat. So I was very, very, very good in the morning. Like I wouldn't have any bread. I believe most of the times I had an egg white omelet with spinach. I had some sausage. And that's pretty much it. I think I might have had a little bit of cheese. And then I had like vegetables, green peppers, things of that nature. Because like I said, I knew what we were eating in the evening was not keto friendly at all. So I was trying to be very diligent in the morning. And then I found that in the evening, I just didn't eat a lot. Like I thought that I would, because I'm so used to eating later when I generally break my fast, I thought I would be hungry and I wasn't. But the problem with that is now me trying to transition back has my body so off whack. But hopefully by the end of the weekend, I'll be ready and back on track and ready to keep going. I did not weigh myself this week, but I can definitely see the results. I put on some jeans that are normally tight because they're like a jegging type jean. Put them on yesterday and was like, are these the same jeans? What's going on? So I am loving the effect. You guys know I am getting ready for my trip to Chicago with the car show. So I'm excited about that. I picked out some outfits and I probably should try them back on and make sure they fit. But yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be horrible if they don't fit? But it should be fun. I got all the details of one of the luncheons that I'm attending, and it's called What Drives Her. And it's really about females in the auto industry. Nice. Kind of a panel of all women who are in the industry, either writers, they own dealerships, they work for, major companies. So it should be really good. I'm excited to see just basically how they're empowering one another, because I'm certain it has to be lonely and they got to stick together because it's got to be insane. So I'm looking forward to that. And then next week, I'm going to be heading out to Rochester. So my son has a box lacrosse tournament. I was there last year, same time, for the same thing, box lacrosse. And we got to go to the stadium and talk to some of the people. So it was pretty cool. It was fun to watch his eyes light up when he realized he was going to be playing on the stadium, same floor as some of the professionals. We also got to see some of the museums, and I did not realize how influential Rochester was to the Underground Railroad.
Yes.
And so I had no idea. So
Told me
I
that.
knew that there were stops along the way in New York State, but one of the museums we went into literally had it listed out the houses where people hid. I mean, they had some amazing artifacts for like,
Right.
the shackles. I mean, it was a lot. And so
Right.
what I want to try to do this time is get the addresses and maybe like ride by the houses and see like what the placards say outside the houses. So we're gonna try and do that. I'm gonna do a little research and see what I can come up with. So that's what we have going on next week.
I don't know if it's Rochester. There's somewhere that they had the first statue of an African American.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember if it was Rochester.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm looking for because I feel like at the start of Black History Month, what better way to
No.
really like, make sure that we are vested in our culture and we know because I didn't even know. So, my daughter was really like surprised when we were in this museum and we were seeing these things. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to that. Have you eaten all your Purdue chicken?
No. So
Ah,
I
lucky
I love the
you.
box. I don't even know if my video loaded to Facebook. I'm gonna share it out to Instagram. But yeah, the Purdue family medium box medium, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So we ate the sausages, those were delicious. The nuggets, I was like, these are yummy.
Oh, girl, I've already bought 2 bags since.
Yes, the boys loved it. What else have I eaten? I made like a stew with like the chicken. I love that it was individually wrapped.
Mhm.
That way it's like I'm not opening a thing and then not using it all or using
Yes,
too
that
much.
is major. Yes,
Yes, that's a game changer. Like
it is.
you
Yeah.
didn't think about that. But that's something like I don't want 8 chicken breasts. Like
Right.
I just want 3 today.
Right. Exactly.
And I don't
Yeah,
want
I love that as well.
to burned up.
Yeah.
So I'm still holding on to the pork chops though. That's like for a good date night. With
Girl,
so I can do that. Or by myself, I can eat them
listen, I feel like I want to come to your house and have one with you.
by
Let me just tell y'all how they have these. So we are Purdue Farm ambassadors, and basically what happened is they send us a box, and in this box, it was called the medium bundle box. Purdue Farms now delivers, which is great, and not only do they deliver, but it is organic meat. You guys know how we feel about a great quality of meat. And what she was saying is we got a box of chicken. They're chicken tenders, but they're individually wrapped, so you don't have to eat 8 tenders. Maybe you just want 2, 3, 4. You can totally take them out the box and do that. For me, that is great because while we eat meat, we don't eat a lot of meat. And so I've been cutting back as a part of, just letting them know you're not going to always have all this meat. So don't get all excited about the meat. Eat more of the vegetables and more of the other things. So that works wonders for me because I can kind of do a pullback from it. And if I feel like they need more meat, I can add it in there. But inside the box, we had pork chops wrapped in bacon with rosemary.
Yeah.
Guys,
Vacuum sealed.
it was life changing. I'm telling you, it was life changing. I
Bacon.
mean, and when you eat a better quality of meat, you feel different.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you feel different. And I'm certain that's part of the reason why last week, with me being in DC, I was so sluggish because I wasn't eating good quality of meat. 2 days we did go to really good restaurants that had farm to table, but the other days it was just junk, whatever I could get my hands on. And I'm certain that is part of the reason why I was feeling so sluggish, which is why I was like, I've got to get into detox mode. But when you eat a good quality cut of meat, you can tell, the difference. Just the way your body feels, the way your body breaks it down. So if you guys are looking for ways to introduce quality meats, we both have written posts about Purdue Farms, and she's going to post her video. Mine isn't up yet, just of the unboxing to show.
And the prices are not bad because I was just like, oh, this is a good price for all that meat. And then I usually do I do my grocery shopping online. And sometimes I'm just like, do I want to get this meat? And if I know it's coming from Purdue Farms, which is like, known for forever,
Right.
the meat provider, and then looking at their website, like all their practices working with the small farmers, yeah, all the sustainable stuff, like the packaging that's made out of 100% recyclable cardboard, the insulation can break down with water.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is really nice to know. So
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
yeah, so I mean, definitely go to the Purdue website and check it out, or one of our blog posts. There's links, there's coupon codes. to try it out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna order me another box.
Yeah, so I saw that they had a special out for Super Bowl Sunday as well. So I said I'm gonna go on there and check that out and see if it's something I need to get, because I'm going away, so I'm gonna need to prepare some meals before I head out of town so that my family's not eating junk. And so I feel like that, I might just need to get me a box and see how that works.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, Purdue Farms is good. I keep getting texts because my son is home. I am now a boarding school mom.
Welcome home, Avery.
He's upstairs. My so my third grader actually started boarding school last Sunday, the 19th. So he has been away from Sunday until today. I picked him up, so he's home on the weekends. So everybody keeps texting me like, "How was this week? How was that?" So yeah, because he has a couple minutes to call everybody twice a week, and he hasn't been calling the right people. So I need to go through his phone.
He's been calling the people he wanted to talk to.
Some numbers.
Whatever.
And erase them.
I don't care.
In that bill for this 8-year-old with a phone.
So you already know I don't have a problem with him having a phone. I feel like depending on your situation, sometimes he's getting
and so I didn't like it's still like surreal. Like my son is in boarding school. Really, how does that work? And he's 8, but he is so driven, and so like this is what he wants to do. Like this is actually a school for choristers. So he's training. He's like doing voice lessons. He told me he still takes his cello. He said, "Oh, he practices every day." I think.
Wow.
So it's like, win-win. Because my husband's like, he should bring it home on the weekend. I'm like, let him have the weekend off.
Right.
He's practicing Monday through Friday, supervised. Like, so yeah, and it's just like going there, and he didn't want to come home. I'm like, wait, dude, we could leave. They said you could go. But I guess Friday nights is a fun night, and they do like they had a basketball game, and they kind of just run around the gym, and the boys play. They have movie night, so they eat a lot of junk food because they don't watch TV all week, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think I like that. I like that idea to keep them busy.
So, how do you feel? Did you miss TV? And he was like, a little bit, But I'm like, that's great. So I bought him all these activity books from Barnes and Noble and stuff. Just give him something different to do. But it just seems that they're so busy.
I was going to say that he's probably so busy, but by the time that he even gets to where he would be watching TV, he's ready to go to bed because he's exhausted.
Yeah. They tried a lot. Like they hang out in that gym a lot because they are running around and getting rid of all this energy.
All that energy, which is good. Yeah. I told you today, one of my friends, her son is in boarding school, but he's in high school and he's not anywhere near where they are. And she talked about how, she was like, I never imagined I could be a boarding school mom. Yeah. And she's like, but when they enter sports, she's like, if he was home, I would be taking him to practice at like 7 a.m. We wouldn't get home till 8 o'clock at night. She's like, I would never see him. She says, now I don't have to be stressed. I can maintain my work-life balance. And then we pick him up on Fridays. He comes home for the weekend. But what I do want to know about Avery is what happens if he doesn't want to come home for the weekend? Can he stay at school?
I don't know. Can we cross that bridge when we get there?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm just thinking if they're there playing on a Friday.
You got in trouble already. It's like, you were just here. You only been here for 20 minutes. You're in trouble. But so the third graders go home. But in fourth grade, they don't. They stay for the whole semester. And they have like the long breaks. Yeah. So I mean, because we're local. This school is actually in the city. I need to definitely write about it because they are recruiting kids, but it's something that I would never have known about. So I'm definitely gonna do a couple pieces on it, and maybe even have him like write about what he likes.
You should, or even have him do a video about it
after his first month. Like, what do you like about it?
Yeah.
But I think toward the end of the school year, they start kind of staying over a couple weekends.
Okay.
Used to it, but I don't think there's going to be a time where he's not going to want to come home because he just comes home for like 2 days. He goes back on Sunday. So actually, he's really excited. This Sunday, they're going skiing in New Jersey, actually.
Nice.
But they're going on a ski trip, a 3-day ski trip. So he's packed. He's like, make sure I have my swim trunks. So he's all packed up, and yeah. And I
That's
remember
good.
it was like my youngest son was like, when is he coming home?
Aww.
Like every day after school, I'm like, we told you he's at school, but he doesn't come home from the school.
Right. He like, I don't understand. I'm home from school. Why isn't he home from
We're
school?
there, but we moved him in. Like,
Good for him.
his thing. So it's been an adjustment. I mean, we made it through the first week. He's home. He's playing with his brothers. They are up in the bedroom. They're not screaming, which is good. I
Okay.
think that I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. So it's been interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the whole thing. Do you have a new bag behind you?
I do. I'll talk to you about.
I'm just gonna place this right here.
So, as part of my blogger mail,
How he?
thank you very much. As part of my blogger mail, I received some pretty cool things this week. What is that? You're so funny. I got my Stitch Fix box, and I've been a Stitch Fix ambassador or influencer for a minute. And a lot of the things that they sent me have not been things that I would wear. There were a few pieces that I liked, but I felt like price-wise it was a little expensive. And I was like, yeah, if I saw that in a store, I would never pay that much for it. And I like the idea of having these clothing coming to me in the mail. But what I realized is I'm not really easy to shop for, which is part of the reason why I generally just go to the mall. But the box they just sent me, I think it has like 4 shirts in it, and they sent me a pair of earrings, which I wouldn't wear. But they sent me a pair of pants by Cut that I cannot wait to try on tomorrow because they look like they are going to shape their booty, and they look really long. And I'm like, if these work, I am wearing them to Chicago, and they are going to be my pants. I just ordered a pair of the Spanx pants. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but Spanx has a pair of pants that literally look like just regular dress pants. But inside, it gives you all that, that goodness that Spanx gives you. So I can't wait to try those on when they arrive to see how they get me all shapely and looking all cute and skinny. But you'll see that when it comes. But as for the bag that is behind me, it is by Urban Originals. It was sent to me for Valentine's Day. Say that again.
Was it in the Stitch Fix box? Or that's
it was not. No. This is totally different. So okay. I received this from Urban Originals. And what it is a sustainable bag because it is not real leather. But if you touch it, you can't tell. Like it's a really good quality of like that vegan leather that they have. And this is part of their campaign for Valentine's Day or for February, basically, to let you know about, Go Red and protect your heart and all that. So there'll be more information coming on about that. But it's really cool. It's a nice size.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I was like, I would actually carry this and like put my camera in it. That's always my problem. I got my camera, I don't have anything to put in it. And you see so I can put exactly. I can use it as a crossbody or shoulder bag or just hold it by the handle. So I really like that. And then I received I'm not sure if you watch Adult Swim, knowing you don't. It is an anime series that they have called the FLCL, Progressive and Alternative. And so it's like this little show that comes on. And so now they have, they just released the DVD.
You watch that?
So I saw some episodes of it. It's okay. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Watches that. I watch old school Adult Swim.
Oh, got it. Okay. So then, yeah, you might not, but you might like this. So my understanding is that in the video, in these videos, it has interviews and with the voiceover people. So I'm always interested in that, like, to see how people came into doing this and, what made them do that. So I'm looking forward to that. It will be available for people to buy on February 4th. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway for it. So if you're interested in it and you want to know, just let me know. So it looks like it has, it's an in-depth look behind the scenes featuring interviews with cast and crew. You get to meet the creators, the pillows, and you also get to see behind the scenes. So that's pretty cool. So there'll be a giveaway coming for that. And I'm trying to think, I feel like I had something else that I was going to show you guys, but I don't know what it is. So maybe that was all I got in my blogger mail.
Any mail behind me, so. But I did get? I got a bunch of big boxes from Cricket.
Oh, let's talk
Right?
about that.
So I am not
So,
ready to open them yet. I gotta make space, and I need a day to play. But I see it.
yeah.
Oh, I see from here. It says the Easy Press and the Air Maker. So I'm about to press everything.
Let me tell you how I need to like make more videos and write about it, but I'm so busy playing that I just haven't had the time. So yesterday, my grandmother, she passed, but the siblings generally get together. My aunts and uncles get together every year. They try to anyway in Myrtle Beach for her birthday. So my mother wanted a shirt. I was like, "You want a shirt? I got you." I made her shirt last night. It is so stinking cute. When I went down to my sorority event, I had ordered some stuff, but it didn't arrive. That's okay. I got it under control. I made like 4 shirts. I had a different shirt to wear every day. Listen, people were like, "Can you make me a shirt? I'll pay you." I was like, "No, I don't want to do this as a business. If you like t-shirts and if you like sayings on your things, if you like mugs, get you a Cricut, man. I'm telling you."
But like you had something else. I started with a Cricut, but you had another thing that you said.
Yeah, that I'm actually getting ready to sell because the Cricut is 100% times better than that.
It's so
Yeah, it totally.
good.
And so what I like about now I don't know if your Cricut was this way, but the new Cricut, the one that you have in your box, is so updated where really anybody can do it. Like you don't even really need to read the instructions, although you probably should just because it's the right thing to do. But literally, it is step by step by step by step. Do this, do this, do this. No, add this, add that. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So I am so excited.
Yeah,
This weekend, I am gonna make
maybe I'll do an unboxing video.
You should. They have something called Fusion ink, where basically it's not vinyl. It is like how you see screen print.
Really?
Yes.
I
need to read the directions on. But I'm gonna try it out this weekend and see how it turns out. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself.
You need to start a store. Stop. I'm totally gonna start. So I'm gonna teach my sons how to do it, and then they're gonna do it. Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
We just gotta order. Make these 8 shirts. Come on, do it.
I'm not doing that.
Do it.
I don't want to be supervising anybody. I'm not doing that. When I tell you this is such a part of my self-care, because you guys know I like to craft, but I don't feel like I'm creative. With this, I could think of a saying and be like, I'm putting that on a shirt. I'm putting that on a bag.
You know what? I have a book of my husband and I when we were friends. When we were friends in college a long time ago, we wanted to start a shirt business. So I can't tell you what it was called because I don't want anybody to take it. But I found our book, and we had a book of all these sayings. They're really inappropriate sayings. This is before. I don't even know if I could wear a shirt like that anymore because I have kids. I'm being honest. Like he wears some things. I'm like, dude, you can't. Kids can read. Your kids can read. But I found some, and I was like, oh, these would be really cute to like, you know. So if that thing works, figure out how that Fusion ink stuff. I'm like, we can crank these shirts out, and he can still wear them.
Yeah. So what I want to do when we go to Rochester this coming week is I'm gonna make some shirts that my daughter and I can wear, and I probably make my husband one as well because he'll be flying back in to go to Rochester with us. I make some shirts with some cute sayings on it for us to wear. And I feel like I need to do like a mug or like maybe put our names on our reusable mugs. Like I'm going to do it all up. I'm telling you, this is so relaxing. With the other machine I had, I love to do this. Like it was fun, but it would stress me out. It would never cut it right. Or if it did cut, it wouldn't cut everything out completely. Or it was just giving me so many problems. With this,
I think that's what you made our shirts with the other one, right?
I did. And you remember how stressed I was?
I got to cut it up myself.
It was horrible. Oh my God. So I already talked to somebody and she's like, she wants to buy it. Boo, you can have it. You can have it. Yeah, I'm totally getting ready to sell it because I don't, But I am excited. I mean, literally, I made 4 shirts before I left to go to DC in under 1 hour.
Yeah.
What? Exactly.
Yeah. What I do like is that with is it an app? I don't even know because I have it on my phone. Like I'm looking at it right now on my computer. Like there's a little green C.
Mm-hmm.
It saves all your things.
Mm-hmm.
So bring it up again and just like.
And because it connects Wi-Fi, it connects through Wi-Fi, it makes it even easier.
Yeah.
So what my daughter and I have been doing is with my mother's shirt, we designed it on her iPad. She grouped the picture together, sent it to the Cricut, and printed. What? Listen, guys, I'm telling you, it is life-changing. I feel like what we should do is we should do like a craft. Once you get set up, let's do a crafting over live and let people see how easy it is.
How easy it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. We should totally get together and do that.
Soon.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah.
But
all right. Well, I don't have anything else.
That's the only fun thing I got in the mail. Besides like.
But that's big. Wait,
big.
Yeah, you got a lot of You got a press. You got the pad that you use for your press. You got all this vinyl. You got the fusion. You got a lot of stuff.
I think I only got 3 or 4 boxes. I'm like, what? But yeah, so I did get that. Other than that, I think I didn't get much.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see what you make.
A lot of bills.
Don't depress me, okay?
This says boarding school mom. No.
You should. That would be cool.
Ask me about our boarding school.
No.
No?
You don't work for them. No.
I don't, but maybe.
Okay, well, you get a job, then yeah. But when you're a social media person, then yeah. Until then, no.
So I think that's about it for this weekend. We're just gonna take it easy. The boys are doing a photo shoot. I'll probably do some behind the scenes on Sunday.
Okay.
And next week, just chilling.
Not a problem. Not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Oh, and this coming week, guys, this coming week we'll be at a wellness event in New York on Tuesday. So make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter, and you can kind of see some of the things that we'll be talking about, what we'll be learning, and of course we'll make sure that we'll share.
Institute.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember last year it talked about all the trends. It was very interesting.
It was.
Doing a couple of lives from there, but that is next Tuesday. I did forget about that, so that is the one thing that I am doing next week. And then hopefully, I think next weekend we might go up for a day trip of skiing, just upstate New York.
Okay.
Not too far away, but
in Chicago. Yeah. Tell Avery I said hello, and I hope he had an amazing, amazing, amazing week at his new school. Yeah. And of course, give my love to Tristan and Baby Yoda. I love that picture.
I was like, he was our original Baby Yoda. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, you need to sell that costume. Somebody would totally want to buy that.
I have it. Of course,
yeah,
I bought it on Etsy, and somebody crocheted it. It was like $50.
No, if you still have it right now, it's the time to sell it.
Ears, the little booties. So yeah, but I don't know. He wore it. He was so tiny. Stop it.
Get over it. Get that money. You just said you got bills. Get that money.
Paperboard in school. I could just mail that in.
Baby, y'all do what y'all want to do with it. Exactly. Yes. But guys, thanks for joining us.
Yes,
we hope you enjoyed our weekly check-in. We'll be back next week. See you then.
Bye.